Our next guest here is the author of Farmhouse on the Edge of Town. Ellyn Hughes is with us, author. Sugar Loafer, too. Also a book that we have had on before, Maine Stories. And I just want to welcome you to the program. Thanks.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Well, thank you for being here. I've been really enjoying the book.
Good.
Because it's a collection of short stories that are just very descriptive. They take you there. I know there's some pictures in here, but you just paint beautiful pictures with words.
Thank you.
These are some great stories,
awesome.
You know. And the bed and breakfast, of course, I'm going to let you explain where it is and a little bit about it.
Well, I owned Diamond Corner Bed and Breakfast up in Stratton on the corners of 16 and 27.
Yeah.
I owned it for 15 years. And during those years, I wrote for the original Irregular and also the Rangeley Highlander.
Yeah.
And lots of letters to my mom in Greenville.
Yeah.
And these are a collection of those columns and letters and about buying that big old farmhouse and turning it into a successful B&B, and then out of pure luck, a bakery, because a friend asked me to make him a pie.
You were legendary with those pies.
It was pie lady. I always wanted to be pie princess, but it was the pie lady.
Well, it could be worse. I love the stories, because it takes you back to the end, and you can just picture the people sitting around, and you're cooking, and you're being the hostess, and then this couple, I think, from New Hampshire says, "Oh, geez, you're living my dream." And what was your reply?
Well, I'm not going to tell you how hard this dream is, in case I want to sell it to you someday. But it was wonderful. It actually was. I got to live in Stratton near Sugarloaf, small town Maine, and the world came to me. And I mean the world. Europeans. It was wonderful.
Yeah, even that same story. They were talking about all the different guests and said, well, what was your worst guest? And I can just picture the lady patting her husband in the hand. Well, you haven't left yet.
You haven't left yet, dear. That's what she said to him. Yeah, all kinds.
Yeah.
All kinds.
Now, you were at the Carabasset Library for a revealing of the book.
Yes.
And you have one tonight, right?
I do, at the Farmington Public Library at 6.
At 6 o'clock.
And I'm really looking forward to that, too, because I love the Farmington Library.
Yeah. And this book is, when did it get released?
In November.
In November.
Yeah, so it's brand new. Yeah. Maine Stories has been out there for, I think, 6 or 7 years. Still top seller at the publishers, so that's good. People love the short stories about Maine.
Yeah.
Farmhouse on the Edge of Town came out in November. It was a little delayed because of, guess what, pandemic.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just been released. Yeah.
So all of these, I'm guessing a lot of these stories you've had maybe somewhere tucked away.
I never deleted an email, thank God.
Yeah.
Because when the publisher wanted more of the farmhouse stories, and it was in production, and what this book is going to be about, I had to do some deep searches of emails, and
you found treasures.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a lot of it is just day to day bringing up a family in this area in Maine, and your tie to Maine, moving away, coming back, and really wanting your children to experience the same thing.
Yep. Yeah. All 3 of my daughters live in Maine.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think they're leaving, so I'm happy.
Yeah. and of course, there's some Sugarloaf stories in there, too.
There's some Sugarloaf stories in there, because it was a huge part of it, and I was an instructor for 13 years.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Do you teach which all ages?
I started out with just the 3 to 6 year olds, and then I moved over to childcare, 2.5 to 4 year olds. And really all I did was teach them that skiing's fun and how to stop.
There you go.
That's what I taught them.
Those are the core values of skiing. Ellyn, stay with us. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and we're going to talk more about Farmhouse on the Edge of Town and Maine Stories, for that matter, as well. We'll be right back.